Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So today we're going to be talking about Leagues 5, Raging Echoes. This was announced during the Summer Summit of 2024 and I haven't really had a chance to talk about it yet. So let's just hop right into it. So, this is the new logo for the Leagues 5 Raging Echoes. So, it's official. A new iteration of old school RuneScape Leagues is on the horizon, bringing with it new mechanics, a twist on some familiar enemies, and of course, shiny new rewards. Like you, we couldn't get enough of Leagues last year, and we just couldn't wait to bring you another one. Our next installment brings plenty of new challenges while retaining the comfort of the familiar. What's more, we've also revealed that Leagues 5 Raging Echoes is coming late November. That is huge. So the last one, there was like a good break in between them, but this one, it seems like they're hopping right on it. So taking a look at the league history, the first one started November 14, 2019, and the first one I actually played was the Shattered Relic League, and this one started on January 19th, 2022. Now the next league after that didn't start until the 15th of November 2023. So if you really look at that, it's almost a 2-year gap in between leagues, which is not good. I think anyways it should be at least once a year, so it looks like they're really hopping on the next one, seeing how popular and how much the community really likes it, and it's a great way for players to test out the game, or maybe people who don't have enough time to play. This can kind of be their time to shine on RuneScape. So what's new? Instead of rotating out content and rule sets, we plan to build the league's experience with each iteration. All the best parts will stick around alongside new additions, which makes leagues even more fun to play. We're keeping the area locked system as a core part of leagues, while finding ways to enhance it with each iteration. And we're pretty excited about our approach with Leagues 5. So as you can see from this picture, each of the areas is locked. There's Karand, you got all the different regions. I think you start with one, I believe, and then you have to kind of like unlock the others, which is cool. So everyone kind of has their own like way of playing, which is really cool. This time we've added a new area to your options, Varlamore. You'll be able to access everything from Part 1, as well as the Huey Kotal, the Herblore activity, and everything else Part 2 has to offer. I believe we're actually getting Part 2 tomorrow, the 25th of September, so might be really cool to actually kind of jump into that, learn the content before you decide to unlock it on the leagues. Or maybe if you're a lower level account, it might be a cool thing to try on the leagues before the main game. Perfect timing for them to release Part 2 right before this leagues. So prioritizing which tasks to do and which relics to build out your account with is a league's staple, and Raging Echoes will be no different, especially when we add a few new features into the mix. So obviously, different areas will have different tasks, and you kind of can choose to be, say, more ranged focus, melee. We'll have to see what all of the different relics and stuff are this time. Okay, so we've got Combat Masteries. So Combat Masteries are the new core of your combat power. This system complements the relic system to give you greater control of your battle buffs. Progress in the league, advance your combat mastery alongside your relics, and choose new effects and boosts. We'll share more on the combat mastery system and what to expect as we get closer to kickoff. So I'm assuming this will just make your character even more strong, or maybe you can kind of mix a little bit of range, or you know what I mean? It might be really cool depending on like which relics and whatever you use. Also, we've got Echo Boss variants, so curious about the meaning behind this year's subtitle. I was pretty curious, to be completely honest. That's good because we're about to tell you all about it. This year, we're unleashing enhanced bosses into the world, one in each area. They may seem familiar at first glance, but each new boss will have slightly different mechanics, keeping you on your toes if you want to be in with a chance at the best loot. So that's cool. I'm assuming it's bosses that are already in the game that will just be in some different region. I do like the sounds of that, so I guess it depends on which areas you unlock, you know what I mean? That's right, not only do they have new moves, they also have new loot to boot, and it's stuff you've never seen in old school before. That is really cool. Finally, they're doing something pretty different with the league, where they're going to be giving us items that aren't even in the main game. Talk about a RuneScape private server, am I right? Some of these items may serve similar purposes to ones you've seen before, like the strong ranged weapon we're adding to the Calphite Queen's drop table, which competes with the best in-slot gear found in other regions. So it's the Twisted Bow, the Bofa, I'm not sure what they're going to be adding to that. These new items should shake up the area meta, encouraging intrepid explorers to try new regions and new activities. Yes, I honestly 100% agree with that, because the problem was basically from league to league, people would almost do the exact same route, because if you want to be like a ranged base, you kind of need Karen to get like the Twisted Bow, you know what I mean? Like you kind of, if you want to get the best item for your class, you kind of have to basically pick a certain region, and this may leave a lot of fun tasks out, a lot of cool stuff that you may want to actually check out and do in the league. So it's really cool that they aren't kind of like area locking certain items. Maybe we'll be able to get like every item we want even without unlocking certain areas. So I'm a huge fan of this. We'll be sharing which items drop where before launch, so you'll have plenty of time to think through your approach. We can't wait to see the diverse builds you all come up with. Yeah, I'm actually very excited for that, just knowing now that, yeah, it's going to kind of change the way that I play the league, because I was planning on almost doing the same regions, but I'm glad they're shaking things up a little bit. So tasks and relics. While the task and relic system remains the same, you'll see new activities to complete and new relics to unlock. Alongside some of your favorites from last year, we'll be revealing more of these as we head towards launch. I'm always so excited to see the different relics that they add to the game, because, you know, usually the ones that seem like super overpowered, when you actually like look at it, the other one is a little better. And yeah, I tend to choose like the wrong relic from, you know, I think I got Banker's Note last year, and the other one ended up being like the best one you could get, but right away you're just like, it's a no-brainer, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to see all the new relics and just explore with them throughout the game. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait for November now. Main game rewards. You won't leave leagues empty-handed. As always, we have a veritable hoard of treasure for you to take back to the main game. After the league's ends, you'll be able to spend your league points in the main game league's reward store. These rewards are purely cosmetic, and unless otherwise stated, they're tradable too. You'll also have another chance to purchase previous league's rewards from the shop if you happen to have any points from previous leagues weighing down your pockets. We'll divulge more on our proposed rewards, take your feedback, and pull them properly later, but for now, here's a little peek behind the curtain. A league-specific banner, home, teleport animation, scroll, and outfit. Wow, what a classic. Equipment ornament kits, 2 player-owned house reskins, a new portal nexus, that's very cool, and a death animation override. On, you've twisted our arm. Here's a look at the concept art for the Venator Bow ornament kit. I am a huge fan of this. So the Venator Bow is basically a bow where you shoot it and it hits multiple targets, and I actually have one on my Ironman account. I usually play the leagues on my alt account, which I probably still will, but I'm going to play it on my Ironman to get enough points for this bad boy. I really want that ornament kit. Like, look how cool the bow looks with that face, and you can just keep shooting, and then the bouncing projectile right here will just hit all the targets. I think that looks phenomenal, and I hope it's not a lot of points because I'm planning to play the leagues on the alt. Since these cosmetics will appear in the main game, you'll soon get the opportunity to vote on whether you'd like to see them or not. We're also keen to hear any suggestions the community has regarding rewards, so feel free to show off your ideas in the usual channels. That's it, your first look at League's 5 Raging Echoes. The rewards green light poll is just around the corner, so keep an eye out for the blog with everything you need to know. Like last year, we'll be trickling out exciting reveals as we move closer to launch, so keep your eyes peeled. That sounds so cool. I'm really excited for the League, and I really want this Venator Bow ornament kit. So there's not too much about the League kind of like revealed yet, so I'm just going to take a quick look at the wiki to see if it has anything else. So the changes from the Trailblazer Reloaded. So obviously we get the region of Varlamore, the Echo variants of existing bosses. All raids can now award the mega rare items from any other raid. That is a very interesting mechanic. So basically, like, you can get like a twisted bow from doing like the Theater of Blood. Is that kind of what that means? That's pretty cool. Multiple unique drops can be obtained from a single raid in the Tombs of Amasket and the Theater of Blood. Cool. Additional new content added since the previous League. So we've got armored zombies, the skilling and combat rebalances, tormented demons or Raxor, Varlamore, including the Huicoatl, the new Herblore activity, the Moons of Pearl, the Fortis Coliseum, and the Hunter Guild and Rumors. So player restrictions, obviously it's from the same as all leagues. So you're an Ironman. Players start with the 5 times XP rates, begin with level 3 Herblore, 5 rune crafting. You know, you kind of have like the basics kind of ready for you. And then there's obviously area restrictions, so players will begin their journey with only the regions of Mistalin and Karamja available. Farther areas can be unlocked by completing a certain amount of tasks. A maximum of 3 new regions can be unlocked. Unlockable areas is the Wilderness, Framitic Isles, Asgarnia, Mauritania, the Desert, Kandarin, Tarwin, Karen, and Kebos, and Varlamore. Players can travel to unlock regions with waystones and can only set respawns in unlocked areas. So basically, waystones are lodestones from Runescape 3. So other changes have been made to accommodate region locking. So box traps will be added to general stores. Pestle and mortars will be in the Lumbridge general store. The elemental shield has been added to the Slayer shop. Death's office, the player-owned house, random events, and the Rune Essence Mine will be accessible from all areas. Slayer tasks will be limited to creatures found in the areas a player has unlocked. Thank God. Treasure trail steps will be limited to the areas a player has unlocked. Thank God. And Mahogany Homes contracts will be limited to the areas players have unlocked. So this is like kind of sort of how tasks work if anyone doesn't know. So examples of an area specific task will be like entering Draenor Manor, completing the Easy Varrock Diary, defeating Scurius, and mining 25 Pure Essence. That would be like a Varrock kind of task, or I guess it would be like Mistlin, right? And then examples of general tasks that can be completed in any region will be like burying bones, completing any rooftop agility course, equipping a maple short bow, defeating a guard. Those are ones that you can kind of do anywhere. Well, we don't know too much about the Raging Echoes League yet, but when more information comes out, like the rewards and maybe the relics and powers and the echo boosts and whatever the hell it is, I will 100% be making a video on it to cover it. I'm really excited. When the date gets announced for the leagues, I will probably take 1 or 2 days, book them off of work so that I can kind of just no-life the hell out of the game and make a couple of videos for you guys. Usually I've had to work every league, and I think I can take a few days off now and just chill out and actually enjoy my time on the league. The last couple of leagues too, when I work nights, so waking up in the morning is usually like pretty hard for me. I've been trying to fix my sleeping schedule as of lately, so I've been waking up at like 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. every day now, going to bed at 2 in the morning, so yeah, not getting a lot of sleep as of late. But every time the leagues was happening, I'd wake up at 6 a.m., be all excited, ready to log in, doing some like regular escaping and looking on Twitter and whatever before the league comes out. And then the league will drop and we log in and then just crash. And it's only letting certain players join the game or something like that. I made a video about it. I think it was the last league, and it was just really frustrating that they weren't really doing anything to fix it. And then when the people from where I am finally were able to log in, there were people with already like 1,000 total level. So it's just like, what's the competition in this? I mean, I was never going for ranks or anything like that anyways, but I really hope that the launch is a bit more smooth this time and we can just start playing the game right away. I do have faith in Jagex. They've been doing amazing with the updates lately, and yeah, it's been a great year for updates. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. If you watched the whole video, comment Phoenix down below. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.